So we were discussing that in ServiceNow, everything is stored in form of records, and that records are stored in a particular table, right? So we were checking where this particular record is stored. So we went to ServiceNow. We typed in tables in Application Navigator, and under System Definition, we clicked on Tables, right? And we were trying to look into Incident Table. So if you see, this is Incident Table. I what I did, this info icon is there or preview icon is there. I clicked scroll button is there of your mouse, right? I clicked on that and that record got opened in a new window. So if you see, right, in this particular, this is my incident table. So this is the table, right? And if you see, right, this particular table is being extended via task table. So in ServiceNow, what is the main table or the base table behind almost all table? It is task table. Okay. So this is an interview question that what is the base table within ServiceNow? Okay, for incident table or problem table, it is task table. Okay. So this is called parent table within ServiceNow, and all of these other tables like incident table, problem table, change table, right? All of these different tables are extended from incident table. When I say that incident table is extended from task table, which means that incident is a child table, whereas task is a parent table. So we understand this concept of parent and child, right? So what happens is there are in a real world scenario, if there is there are parents, right? There is parent, and what will happen? There is a child, right? So child will have features of parents in a very common terms. If you see, right, child will have certain features of their parent. Maybe their colors are matching, their face cuts are matching, right? All of these things. Similarly, same thing happens. The OOPS object oriented programming concept happens here also within ServiceNow. And here also child and parent relationship is there, wherein task table is a task table is a parent table, okay, which has list of certain number of fields or columns, which will be available in incident table also and whatever different table wherein this task table is extended. There is one important thing that, if you create anything on task table, that will get extended to all the child table. But if you create something on child table, that may not be visible on parent table. The reason is very simple, because parents' properties are inherited by child. Child's properties will not be inherited by parent, right? Because child is coming from a parent, right? So it will have all the feature of its parent, and it can have its own feature. But the own feature of a child will not be present in parent, correct? So if you want that there should be a field which should be visible, there should be a column which should be visible in all the child table, you'll have to create on the task table, right? And if there is any field which you want, like let's say there is any name field, okay, which you want that particular field should be visible to only specific table, should not be visible to all the table, you can create directly on that child table. So in ServiceNow, the entire whatever record we create or the whatever incident data, whatever we create, right, everything gets stored in form of records, and records are stored in tables. All these tables are stored in a database. Okay, so in IT world or in your normal mobile applications also, you would have seen that your mobile application resides on Android platform, and it uses your internal storage to store the data. As simple as that. If you use your WhatsApp or Instagram or anything, right, you would have seen whatever media you download, it gets downloaded within. There will be a folder within your mobile device. There will be a folder called WhatsApp images, WhatsApp chat, etc. Right. So in that specific folder or that specific folder, that particular thing will get stored. That folder is nothing but table, and that storage device, your internal storage, is nothing but your database. Okay, on which your WhatsApp is residing, and it is storing whatever you are downloading it. Same thing happens within ServiceNow. The moment you create any record, that record gets stored within a table, and the table is residing on a database. The database is MySQL, which ServiceNow uses internally. I hope this is clear. And if you see, right, we saw that on my incident form, there are certain list of fields. So let me open incident form as well. So on incident form, I saw there are certain number of fields. So these are different fields, but in actual technical terms, these are nothing but columns. So if I have to search number, right? This is a column within incident table. So here you see number, right? That is nothing but a column on incident table. In normal form, it is called a field on the form. Okay, it in normal terms it is called field on the form, but in the technical backend, it is nothing but a column on a particular table. Okay, so it is a column on incident table. So like this, you will be able to see multiple fields which are visible on the form or which are not visible on the form. We will look into it how we are going to configure the form if any field is not visible. We want to make that field visible, how we are going to configure this. Okay, so these are multiple columns or fields present on incident form, like caller, category, caused by change. These are multiple fields which are available on incident form. Okay, so now I'll go to PPT. So if you see, right, this is the thing, this was the important thing which we were discussing with respect to ServiceNow tables and columns. So ServiceNow has something called one database. ServiceNow uses MySQL database, on which there is a parent table. There is a base table, nothing but task table, from which multiple tables are extended. Extended means from which you, using that table, multiple other tables are created within ServiceNow. One of such table is incident table. Okay, so most of our discussion will surround our incident table, so that because you guys are now more familiar with what is incident and why people create incident within ServiceNow, right? So our discussion will mostly revolve around incident, but similarly different other tables are also there, like problem table, change table. If I have to show you within ServiceNow, you can just type in something called problem, right? So you are able to see that, okay, there is this module called problem. Within that module, there are different applications. So if I have to just click on that, these are the different applications which are present under different sub modules within problem main module. Okay, so wherein I can click on create new to create a new problem within system. Okay, similarly there is something called similarly there is something called change. So we discussed yesterday about change, incident, problem, change, config, and SLA, service level agreement, remember? So all of these modules are within ServiceNow. So as we discussed, right, ServiceNow follows ITL framework. It follows the entire framework of ITL. So most of the module will be able to see within ServiceNow. So this is change. If you have to type change, just have to type application in the application navigator change, and you should be able to select different types of change, like you want to create normal change, emergency change. These are different types which we'll keep on discussing as we move forward with our course. Okay, so I said about SLA as well. So if you type just SLA, right, you will be able to get this. So service level agreement, yesterday we discussed, right? So these are the different definitions, different things which are already coming predefined within system. We will look into a couple of samples also. Okay, so ServiceNow uses table and column structure in order to store the records or data what we create, what we raise, or as an end user also raises within ServiceNow. Okay. So this is how ServiceNow forms looks like. You guys have seen. I have given you already a demo wherein we have tried to check incident form, and then there are multiple fields. The field with red color, this is nothing but a mandatory field, which means without filling that particular field, you will not be able to save that form. The field which looks something like this, gray type, you will not be able to edit that field, as simple as that. If somebody says that I don't want anyone to edit this field, is nothing but you have to make that field as non-editable, which will look something like this. And how do we do that? That part we will discuss when we move forward with our course. Okay. So this is one important thing. There are different elements on the form. When we say different elements, so if you see, right, we have tried to open ServiceNow incident form. So the moment I open, you can see certain fields are there. Certain fields are of different type. You are able to see some lens icon there. Certain fields are a drop down type of a field. Certain fields are non-editable. If I am changing certain values, what is happening? This value is getting updated. How all this is happening? What is this part? And what are these different tabs? Why these tabs are there, right? That is what we are going to discuss now. Okay, so if you see, we have just taken an example of change request form. Okay, so the change request form will look something like this, but there will be multiple components on that form. Okay, multiple things which are there present on the form. So the entire form will be divided into multiple sections. Okay, at the top, the top part of the form is called form header. At the top, you can see, right, this red color. This red color, this is nothing but form header. Just now we saw within our incident form, so this is nothing but your form header. Okay, let me try to open some existing record so that it will have that list of things. So if you see, right, this is the top of the form. This is nothing but your form header. Okay, with respect to change management, it is given. I'm trying to explain and relate that with incident management as well, right? And then on the form, you can see that there are multiple other fields like number field, requested by field. These all fields are there on change management. Some of these fields are common on incident, such as number. Some of these fields are not common on incident form. Okay, and then there will be something in certain other forms, like on change request form, you will see something called one list, like this type of approval. Remember, we discussed yesterday that when you are going to raise a change, you need to take approvals and all, right? So that list will be that list will be nothing but an embedded list. Okay, so this list is called nothing but embedded list. These all things you should remember, so that tomorrow when requirement come in order for development, let's say a client has a requirement, right? So client will come and they say that, I want I want one additional button on form header, wherein that button will say something called save, right? So where you have to develop that button, you will get to know that I want to put that button here, not anywhere else on the form. Okay, when he says form header, you have to put it here. Or client may come up and they may say something, right, that I want an additional field present on the form, which will be called as priority on change management, right? So you get to know that, okay, these are the terminology, these are the things. So I have to create what client is asking nothing but to create a priority field on my form, not on header. Okay, so he or she is asking to create field on the form, not on header this time. Similarly, they may ask to add certain embedded list. We will see how these embedded list can be added, but within a form, they may ask you to add certain embedded list. So how you will get to know? You should be knowing about all these terminologies. So these are important terminologies within ServiceNow, which you should be aware. And maybe at one go you will not remember, but you have to keep looking on this particular slide. This is one of the most important slide from your day one or day two, day three sessions. Okay, so the top of the form is called form header. There are different columns or fields which are represented like this. Some of the fields, if you see, they are having lengths. These are called nothing but reference field. Reference field, why? Because they refer to different table. The data from which they are getting, right? Whatever data is coming in that field, that is not present on same table. Most likely that data is from different table, not from same table. Okay, or it can, in certain cases, it can be from same table as well, but it is not something which is a free text. It is referring to something. It is referring to a particular table. Okay, that's why these are reference table. And then there will be certain fields which are drop down. You guys can understand, like the moment you click on that field, there will be a list type of a thing which will pop up, and you have to select something you have to select any option from that, and based on that option, certain other actions will happen accordingly based on system configurations. Okay, then the other most important fourth part of a particular form is different sections. So these are nothing but different sections on the forms. Okay, so if I have to showcase this in incident form, these are these sections. So you see, right, notes. So this is notes section. Okay, it will have all the notes related to this particular incident ticket. This is related record section. It will have all the related record for this particular incident. This is resolution information section, which will have all the resolution related information for this particular incident. Okay. Then fifth important point is, on the form you will see some certain things called related links. When we say related links, means that link is related to this form, as simple as that. Okay. Anything which is related to this particular form is a related link, right? For example, in our incident, what we can see, there is something called repair SLA. This is our related link, which means if I click on this link, there will be something which will there will be a new form or new section which will get opened, which is related to current record, which is related to present form, which are incident form or incident number which I have opened. Okay. Then at the extreme bottom, there is something called related list. Okay. So you might say, yesterday we discussed, right, that there will be, if similar type of issues are being raised, people will be raising problem ticket for that one incident or multiple incident, there will be problem ticket. So if in like with one record, there are multiple other records of different tables which are related to it, right, which contributes to it, right, that will be coming under a related list. So this, at the bottom you will see something called related list. If I have to go and showcase same thing on incident, so if you see, right, there is something this called task SLAs. This is nothing but related list. So it will show all the list of SLAs which are corresponding to this particular record. And these SLAs are present where? These SLAs are present in task SLA table. For this incident, there is no SLA. Okay, but if you see, if I click on all, these are the different incident number for which different SLAs are attached. I can do something called group by. The moment I will do group by, I can see, different. So if you see this particular incident number 60, it has these many SLAs attached to this particular record. Let me showcase that. If you see, right, okay. Yeah. So if you see, right, this related list shows all the SLAs which are related to this particular incident. Incident number 004060. Okay. So these are the related list. Affected CI, it will show like what are the different affected CI for a particular incident. Okay. Impacted CI or services, it will show like what are the different impacted services or CIs for that particular record. Similarly, child incident. One incident can have multiple child incident also. Let's say yesterday Ugandar said that, okay, I'm not able to log into ServiceNow. Ugandar said one record. Okay, Ugandar is not able to log in. Then Ashwini comes up and even she says that, okay, even I'm not able to log into this record. I'm not able to log into ServiceNow. Then eventually Fakrini and everyone starts saying that, okay, I'm not able to log into ServiceNow. So what I can do is I can add those incident as a parent, as a child incident of the main incident. What is the advantage of doing parent-child relationship is that, the moment you add any incident as child incident, and if you try to update something on parent, right, it will get automatically updated on child incident, because everyone's issue is same, right? You guys are not able to log in. So what I did, Ugandar reported me that he is not able to log in. So I made that incident as parent incident. And what I did, whatever like Fakrani, Ashwini, Ravi Kiran, you guys also reported same issue. So what I did, I made your incident as child incident of Ugandar incident. So I'm not working on all 5-6 incident. Rather, because issue is same for everyone, they are not able to log in. I'm working on one incident itself, and whatever notes I'm going to update, it will follow through all the incident. And how to make any incident as child incident is as simple as that. You have to click on this edit button, and you can select any list of incident which you want to make as child incident. Let's say I want to make these 3 or 4 incident as child incident. So I'll select this fact, and I will click from mouse, and then I will press Control button to select multiple records. Okay, or down arrow, shift plus down arrow in order to select multiple records, and I will hit save. The moment I hit save, what will happen eventually is all these incidents will become child incident of my parent incident, the incident which we were just seeing. If I have to go at the bottom, I can clearly see Earlier there were no child incident, but I selected and I made all these as child incident of my parent incidents. Okay. Similarly, if I want to, if I think like, okay, this incident is not relevant, somehow by mistake I added, what I will do, I will go again, click on edit, and I will select that incident number which I want to remove. Let's say I want to remove these two incidents, by mistake I added. Again, I have to click via mouse and control button pressing, so I can select multiple record and then remove arrow and save it. What will happen? The list will get automatically updated. Right. So now what happened is, now this record, these records are now related list of this incident. Okay. And remember I said, right, reference will be can be from same table. So these are also incident and this is also incident. So all of them reside on same table, but there is a relationship of parent and child. Okay.